Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Man in the White House here, and today we have a box. Let's see what's inside it. So, if you guys are subscribed to the channel that you should be, you press that button down there, you subscribe to it, you'll know that this is a Maxxis High Roller 2. It says it right there. And the reason why it's not a Minion, like my front tyre, DHR, is because I burped it really badly. So I got contacted by a company who said, let's sort this out. We'll send you something, you can try it, let us know what you think. So today we're going to be installing a ROCKSTOP rim protector. Give you my thoughts on it. Never know, you guys might be looking to buy one too. So open up the box and you get this. Really interesting looking contraption. I'm not 100% sure on it yet, so basically this is the first time I've seen it too. So, ooh, that's nice. I like that. Right, anyway, back to what we should do. So this is the tyre insert. It's not what I was thinking it would be. I thought it would be pool noodle-esque, but it feels way more, way more rigid than that. That's gonna be an interesting one to fit, actually. Sorry to say this, guys, but you are on the chest mount. I suppose it isn't too bad. At least you can see what I'm actually doing. Can you see what I'm doing though? I suppose we'll find out, won't we? So the idea is it's meant to be quicker and easier to fit. So we'll have to see about that as ever. But you don't need specialist valves, so that's a Brucey bonus. Wheel out. Oh. Down. Right, so we've got the wheel out. I'm now going to attempt to fit it. So it's going in the rear. Look, they sent us one. Obviously the rear takes more abuse than the front. Well, it does with me anyway. So we're going to simply, it says simply, it's never that simple, is it? Oh, plenty of sealant in there. So you may be asking why you want a tyre insert in the first place. So I'm running double downs on these. So the carcassons are actually really quite thick. In fact, it's double down. However, not exactly the lightest person in the world. In fact, I don't mind saying that I'm a fair size fatty. Coming in at 18 plus stone. So even with double down, there's still that little risk of pinch flats, especially when we're going to AFAN in 2 weeks' time. So that little extra bit of protection I like the idea of. It stops the tyre from burping. Now it's something I'm having more and more regularly, is I'm burping the tyres. Now I don't know, and this is something that I need to also try as well, whether that's down to my tyre pressures being too high or too low, but these also help keep the beading set. So that's another thing, and that's the reason why I've burped the tyres a few times. I keep burping the tyres. I'm running quite a high pressure, or what I think is quite a high pressure, even for my weight range. So like I said, my weight range really 30-ish psi. Normally it is about 30 psi is what I run, to make sure that I've got enough squish in the tyres and I would definitely think that the more PSI you run, the harder it would be to burp them. But anyway, let's get this tyre insert in before you guys die of boredom. This thin material, it doesn't absorb the tyre sealant up. This isn't going very well today, is it? Oh dear, I'm never getting said products again, am I? Right, so the idea is you get a hole here, you get your valve here, you line your hole up with your valve, yeah, like that. So then it's in. I'm assuming that's where right way around, and then it's just a case of working it in and around, make sure it's in. I want to do that. Try and squidge it in as we go, in the vain hope. Right, well there's that bit then. There we go. Nice. It's in. It's done. It's fitted. There's nowhere really to try it out around here. So, group ride Thursday. Let's get to it. Go through that. Oh, tight. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, shit.
week.
There's this sort of line here and there.
Yeah, that's good.
Not too bad. Not bad. Nice. Nice. That's too wet. Oh man. Well, there you go then, guys. That's the first real test of the ROCKSTOP. Not a massive test, not what I was hoping. Unfortunately, the weather closed in towards the end. We were going to head towards the city and try some stair sets and things like that, but unfortunately, rain stopped play. But, right, thoughts on it. So I went out running my normal PSI. I went out running 30 PSI, and it didn't feel like my tyre was deforming as it normally would do. So I put it down to 26 PSI, and it felt really good. It felt like it was gripping and it was deforming as it should do and everything like that. Now I can only assume the reason why I had to lower the PSI to get it to feel the same is because the side wall of the tyre is being supported by the insert. So this is a good thing. This is fine. So hit some berms, things like that, and there was no burping issue, so that's another positive. Normal riding, I had no problem with it. It felt no different in normal riding conditions once I got the PSI set up properly. What else? I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't feel any weight difference. It didn't feel any harder to control. It didn't feel any easier to control. It just felt normal, and it just went up. Going over drops, there was a few drops we did. One of them was quite large. It was probably about a foot and a half, so 45 centimeters sort of tall, but by the time you sort of went out, you're probably doing about a 2 foot sort of drop off, 2.5 foot drop off. And normally we all know the noise a tyre and a wheel makes when you do a drop like that, and it's that sort of ding sort of noise where it's hitting, and you can just tell that it's sort of a little bit too much sort of on the wheel. But I did it, and to be honest with you, there was no real noise, so it's absorbing some of that, which is what you want. You don't want it going through your rim. So my initial assessment is it appears to be working. The real test comes next week when we're in Afan. There's going to be lots of roots, lots of rocks. So I think a provisional review is, if I'm sitting on the fence 50-50, I'm sort of leaning now towards, actually, this product seems to make sense. Afan's going to be the real test of it, and hopefully you guys will subscribe to the channel, and we'll be seeing you next week. So thanks for watching, guys. Let us know what you think of tyre inserts in the comments. Let me know what tyre inserts you're running, how you find them. Any hints, tips, tricks or cheats that you can let me know as well would be fantastic. But until then, we'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.